So, I've turned 20. I'm out of my teenage years. Nice.
Why, God, why? We had a deal. Let the others grow old, not me.
So, to be honest, I thought when I reach 20 years old, I would already know what I would do for the entire rest of my life. But it turns out I don't, okay? That's the truth. I don't know. I still don't know what I want to do with my life. And I guess that's alright. Because I guess we're supposed to know it along the way we live life. So I want to make this video quick and simplified. So more viewers, more watch time. So the first one that I believe in is health is wealth. Health is your wealth. And I want to start this off with a quote from the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Health is the crown on the well person's head that only the ill person can see. And I believe that your health is the most important thing in life and it shouldn't be neglected. So for the 20 years that I have lived in this earth, I have seen a lot of people really take advantage of their health, and sadly, up to the point that it became detrimental, it became worse. A lot of people chase money as a form of wealth, but sometimes in the process of going towards their goal of getting a lot of money, they neglect their health. My advice would be careful of that. Please don't exchange your health for possessions that you really don't need in this life. And the last one for this would be, please don't ever neglect your mental health. Okay, so this is the second one. Be the stupid one. What I mean by this is that don't be afraid to be the stupid one in the room. Because just like what this guy said, he who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask a question remains a fool forever. The probability of you asking for what you want is greater compared to you not asking for what you want. Okay? So sometimes just gotta ask for something that you want. And I know, I experienced that feeling of anxiety that maybe the teacher would be angry at you for asking such a stupid question. But if it's going to be really beneficial for your education, then go for it. Don't let shyness and fear pull you down from your dreams. It is also important not to let your ego and pride let you become ignorant when it comes to knowledge. Because sometimes we have this self-image that has to be protected, and by protecting that self-image, it could let us become ignorant when it comes to knowledge. So the next one, the third one, is let go of fear. And yeah, I know this is a big one, and I think I'm going to spend most of my time thinking over this rule. So yeah, let go of fear. I suggest to my future self that you should let go of fear. That fear of humiliation, that fear of failure. Because both you and I know that we have wasted so much opportunities in the past because of this thing called fear. Those opportunities could have made me a better person that I am today. But I didn't take it because I was afraid of the responsibilities. I was afraid that I won't be able to keep up. I was afraid of failing. I was afraid of what other people may think of me. And I say, let it go. Let go of that fear. It doesn't do good to you anymore. And having fear, it prohibits you from having opportunities that could make you become better And even if it's hard to do, I guess it will be worth it in the long run. So yeah, take the risk to become better. Okay, so this is the next one. Courage. Have the courage to overcome your fear. Have the courage to overcome that shyness. Have the courage to step up in those responsibilities that you were afraid of. Taking responsibilities lets you have growth in becoming a leader. And the next one would be self-discipline. You really have to discipline yourself to keep on going. Avoid the temptations. Avoid immediate gratification. Because without self-discipline, you're easily swayed away from your goals and dreams. And I suggest when you're really serious about achieving a goal, put some self-discipline to it, and it will let you sprint down the pathway to your goal. That's it. And the next one would be consistency. And this is a big one for me. I I have a history of doing things and not finishing it. I mean, seriously. I start a lot of things and I don't finish it completely. And one thing that I learned is that you really need to develop consistency by continuing your process even if results don't show up immediately. Do the marathon, not the sprints, okay? Take it slowly. Okay, so for the next rule would be the head, the heart, and the hands. This three-part process, the head, the heart, and the hands, is for achieving goals. The head is for finding out the why of your goal, why you want that goal, and the purpose of that goal. Because you really have to think of the purpose of that goal. Otherwise, if you don't know the purpose, you're really not going to put much effort into it. And for the second one is the heart. The heart is for belief. You need to have the heart for belief. You gotta put some faith in yourself that you can do it. And for the third one is hands. Okay, so hands is for the work. And I believe that this is the most important part of the process. The head, heart, and hand process. Because you can have ideas and goals all you want and the belief all you want. You can manifest all you want. But without doing the actual work, it will turn out to be nothing. So I say, put the work, put the action towards your goal. And if you fail, that's alright. Learn from that failure and keep on improving. And the next thing that I want to talk about is failure. I believe in the saying that there is no such thing as failure in trying, only lessons. You only fail when you stop trying. When it comes to failure, whether you win or lose, you gain the experience. And when you lose, try to learn from the mistake that you did and try not to do it again in the future. That's how you learn. That's how you learn in life. That's how you learn in school. That's how you learn in business, in everything. And okay, here comes a little bit reassurance for my future self. As your 20-year-old self, I'll never know what kind of struggles you are experiencing right now, but I want you to know that everything will be alright in the future. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And sometimes in life, you can't do it all alone. Sometimes you really need help from your family and friends. And the next one would be live your life. What I mean by this is that you gotta do what you enjoy, okay? Don't live the life that other people choose for you. And based on what I read recently, that most of the regrets of people and their deathbed is not living the life they truly wanted for themselves. So I don't want that regret to happen to you also. Live the life that you will be proud of one day, someday. We only have this one shot at this game called life. So live the life that makes you truly happy and be yourself. Don't let other people tell you what you should be. Okay, up to the next one. The next one is a little bit more about responsibility. The next one would be invest. So, learn about bonds, learn about stocks, learn about the interest rates in banks. I mean, you gotta invest. But before investing, make sure that you understand what you are doing, okay? By understanding what you are doing, you are lessening the risk. And don't let other people tell you that investing in the stock market is risky. I mean, it is risky, but when you have more knowledge about it, it becomes less riskier for you. And the next one is a little bit related to it. Improve your financial literacy. As of now, I'm 20. I read books about financial literacy. I take courses about financial literacy. And I hope that my future self would continue all that. Because in this world that we live in, that is filled with money, I guess it is only probable that you should learn about money, because if you don't know how money works, you will really have a hard time living in this world. So my suggestion to you would be improve your financial literacy. Know how money works. Make sure that over time that money takes up an interest rate that brings you profit. And I want to talk to you about money, even though sometimes it is prohibited. I just want to make sure that you understand that money is just a tool, okay? Not happiness. Money is not happiness, okay? Money is just a tool. And the next one would be take responsibility for your own learning. I believe that it is important to commit to a lifetime of learning and development. Learning is not just a one time thing, it goes on all throughout life. In every experience that you have or will have, you will learn something. Learning is eternal, not just during college. One advice that I could give you when it comes to learning is that you should really understand the reason why you are studying what you are studying right now. And it's really hard to put some effort into your studies if you don't know the reason why you are studying it. So yeah, you really got to understand the purpose of what you're studying. And one more advice, read books, take courses, and communicate with peers. I mean, communicating with peers is so underrated because there's a lot of things that you could learn from other people. And another thing that I want to talk about is comparison. And I just want to say that compare yourself now with who you were before. Don't compare yourself with other people who are right now, because they have different experiences and difficulties in life that made them who they are right now. And you are in a different path. Please don't compare yourself to other people. You are living your own timeline. You are having your own experience, okay? So just be careful of those comparisons. Just strive to become better than who you were before in the past. So the next one will be focus on systems, not goals. Think of goals as the destination and the system as the process. We need goals to have our destination in life, but we really need to focus on the system, the process on how we are going to get to the destination, the goal. The process of achieving your goal is going to be hard, so you really need the proper system to achieve it. Okay? So the next one would be get a mentor. Because I believe that when you are hoping to get on top, you need the person on the top to pull you up further, because they are the ones that that is going to be teaching you how to grow, what your weaknesses are, what is your mistakes. So you really need to find a mentor that will help you to grow. And for the next one would be friends. I believe that you are the average of the people around you. You are the sum of your friends. If you're always hanging out with people that has bad influence, then it is most likely that you are going to do some bad things. But if you hang out with intellectuals, with people with grit, then some way or another, they are going to influence you to become a better person than who you were before. So, yeah, be careful of the people who you hang out with. And I'm grateful that my parents really lectured me on this because it has really become beneficial for me. With the friends that I have today, they really contributed to my growth, and without them, I really don't know what kind of person I am today. And because of them, I created this YouTube channel that I am sharing with you right now. And it just makes me happy that because of other people, I am improving myself. So, yeah, it's really great for me. And I hope that you really have great friends to be with, and some friends that you can lean on when you're really having a hard time. And my last advice for this is that please stay away from toxic people, okay? They are not beneficial to your life in some way or another. The next one would be lead by example. Because I do believe that people copy who they admire. When you become a leader, people will admire you. So when you are a leader, it is important that you should live by example. And all the rules that I've said, if I didn't do any of that, why would other people even consider of doing those things? It is also necessary to people to see someone practicing what they preach. So I should practice what I preach. The things that I'm saying right now, these are things that I'm preaching. So I must practice them. And I want to practice them. I believe that these rules and values and guides that I'm preaching right now will lead me to a better life in the future. That is why I am doing this. And to the last one, enjoy life. I mean, I have only lived probably 1/3 of my life, so I don't know what could happen to me for the 2/3 of my life. I could only hope that with what I am doing in the future is what I'm truly happy about. And yeah, I mean, what's the point of working hard in life if you're not going to enjoy it, right? I mean, you gotta put the responsibility of working hard than enjoying some of it, okay? But don't YOLO it, okay? Just make sure that you work hard enough to enjoy those little things, okay? So yeah, that is all. Thank you for watching this video. This video is really for my future self, to remind my future self of the values, the rules, and beliefs that I believe in right now. Please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I promise to give out some notable content, some authentic and informational content in the future. So, yeah, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Goodbye.